My name is Diane Rogers. I was born 62 years ago in Detroit. When I was really young, Mom moved us away from Dad and moved us in with Grandma and Grandpa. Mom wasn't aware Dad abused me, which I buried deep inside. The only time I saw him was to go get my Christmas money, and he acted like nothing ever happened. When I was 9, I remember attending St. Andrew's Episcopal Church with my grandparents. I used to sing the hymn, Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty. It made me feel so uplifted, loved, joyful, and safe. I was a normal kid. I played outside a lot and charged the neighborhood kids to tour our garden. Grandpa once told me, Diane, you belong on a billboard. Instead, I got pregnant at 17 and had my first son, Renee. I had my first drink at our overnight senior graduation party. I graduated in June of 1971. 9 months later, I gave birth to my second son, Michael. I worked and I was a functional drunk. A guy racing down the road hit the car my mom bought me. I was scared to think about what I would do with all that money from the accident. Cocaine, alcohol, clothes, car. It was gone like rushing water. Before I got the money, I checked myself into New Day Treatment Center. After the treatment, I moved near Warren Avenue. I bought new furniture and let my youngest son move in with me. A few months later, my sister's husband passed away, so I drove to Lawrenceville to be with her. I ended up staying there for 5 years. I had no idea what my son was going through. I just thought he needed a place to stay. I felt like I had abandoned him. My sister's family met other Native Americans that were part of a dance troupe. I was drawn to the sound of the jingle dress dancers. Growing up, no one ever told me about our traditional ways. I had learned how to sew in high school and made my own jingle dress. That was my first time dancing. I was 40 years old. I thought I found what was missing, but I didn't. Unfortunately, after the powwows, I was influenced by the drinking. I sent a bus ticket to my son in Detroit to join me in Georgia. While working, I had a vision of him on the bus. I thought he had passed away. He arrived and was wearing the same clothes in my vision. I was so grateful to be with him again. We started dancing together. Then my third DUI happened. I went back to Michigan to get my license reinstated. I got a job and stayed sober for another year until I met this man. It was the worst drunk ever. 10 years of my life was gone again. It wasn't just beer, it was crack and liquor too. I remember working at the grocery store and living in hotels. Things got really ugly. In 2005, I quit my job and went into treatment again. Thank God for New Day. Afterwards, my mom wouldn't let me come home, so I was in and out of 3 halfway houses. They were all nightmares. All I wanted to do was stay sober. Me and my man finally moved in together. I dubbed our new apartment the Hell House. I went back to drinking and smoking pot, while he became addicted to prescription drugs and drinking. All we did was argue. One day, while I was sleeping on the living room couch, the ceiling lit up and woke me. I saw a vibrant blue light. I knew it was God. I was reassured He was with me. That experience led me to start my walk with Him. Today, I am 3 years sober. My man moved out, OD'd, and came back again. As a sober person, it is difficult to live with someone with an addiction, but I do it anyway, because he is sick and in pain and has no place else to go. What would Jesus do? Today, I choose to put God first. I don't let alcohol and drugs control me anymore. There is hope. Never stop wanting to stop. I finally understand how our people were affected by the boarding schools. I have forgiven my late father, and I know there is a light at the end of the road.